Okay, so this is just an update. I just wanted to quickly fill you guys in on stuff I think you should know about The Division 2 on PlayStation 4. Now, if you're looking for somebody to just sit here, tell you everything's perfect, make you feel better about your purchase, and stroke your ego, that kind of thing, I apologize, but I can't do that without lying. There's plenty of people out there that offer that sort of thing because you guys go crazy for that shit. I mean, you don't go to reviews anymore to find out about a game before you buy it. You go there after you buy it, after you played it, looking for someone to stroke your shit, make you feel better about spending that money. And that's because some of you have gotten so goddamn reliant on what other people have to say and think, especially YouTubers, that you can't even buy a goddamn video game without having to run to one of these channels so one of these shilling scumbags can hold you, stroke your hair, whisper into your ear, "You made the right choice, Johnny. You always make the right choice. I'm so proud of you. Just make sure you smash that like button on the way out, you fucking bitch." Let me start off by saying I have to be honest with you. I had this shit. I had the standard edition of this game pre-ordered on Amazon. And this makes me just as bad as the people that I sometimes talk about. Okay, I'm just going to be honest with you. I usually don't pre-order. I understand clearly how bad of a fucking impact it makes on the rest of us and the industry as a whole. It's just not a good thing, okay? But I have been looking forward to this fucking game for so long. This is one of my favorite games. But at the end of the day, that's just all me trying to justify doing some shitty shit, okay? The reality is, I canceled this motherfucker the second I realized how big of a mess my cousin went ahead and got the gold edition, okay? Yes, he's part of the fucking problem too, no doubt. But the performance of this game gets so fucking bad that you actually have to stop the game because the performance is just that bad. You can't tolerate it. It's unplayable. You know when they say, "Hey, it's like a slideshow over here." Yeah, that's what this experience is going to feel like. Once you've been out into the open world for a bit, you're exploring, you're having a decent time, then all of a sudden it starts to slow the fuck down to the point where it's like, I just can't play this. I just can't do it. Now, instead of spending your quality time playing the game, enjoying the game, you start opening web browsers. You start going into your phone. You start asking Siri and that other whore, Cortana, how do I fix this? How do I fix the terrible frame rate in The Division 2, PlayStation 4? How do I fix this? Because it's driving me crazy. Because I just spent $100 fucking dollars. Please, Cortana, tell me how to fix this.
Kill yourself.
Just made me install a 90 gigabyte patch. 90 gigabyte. Well, what the fuck was that for, Siri?
To stick up your ass.
Here's the deal. You go out there spending upwards of $100. Usually it's not for that shitty cosmetic stuff that you'll never wear again after the first time. It's usually because you want to support the developers and you want them to maybe take that money and reinvest it back into the game and things like that. And there's just no excuse for a game, especially when there was signs of this being an issue in the beta, to release in such a way, especially when they're making you install a 90 gigabyte patch. If you do actually search this on the internet, the fix you're going to find is to actually stop what you're doing in the game, and sometimes that means, unfortunately, losing progress, jump back into the game's menu, or start your shit up again. There is no reason for us in the year 2019 to have to jump through these kinds of fucking hoops in order to play a video game. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. I'm not down with that, hey, you know, it's just the first day and give them time. They've had time to make this game. And, by the way, when you say that, what you're really saying is, the game's not ready. And if that's the case, well, I didn't tell them to release it this year. They could have spent more time. They had the choice to do that, okay? I can't imagine that they didn't know that this was an issue, but they released it anyways. They allowed you to spend that extra money to have early access to this mess anyways. When the ethical thing, in my opinion, would have been, hey, you know what, maybe you should hold off and just give us a week to work on this stuff. Here, take half your money back, okay, because $100 and us releasing it in this state, that's not cool. So here's at least half your money back. Give us some time. We apologize. We will sort this out. But there's none of that. There's just, here, this is what you get, and deal with it. Just jump in and out of menus all fucking day long until we actually figure out how to fix this. You know, now if they did have that kind of an attitude where they were willing to actually be transparent and work with you, I would be more considerate. I would be more likely to jump on that train of forgiveness. But that's never the case. What they do instead, because it's likely cheaper, is go out there, use our own peers, people that we trust, many of which are YouTubers or Twitch streamers, have them control the damage, have them shape the narrative, have them knock my Oculus Go on the floor. And it just leaves a sour taste in my mouth, knowing they went above and beyond when it comes to making all these different versions and every single possible fucking way to pick our pockets clean, right? They went through all this effort, and they also did that bait and switch with the inventory space, which was totally fucked up, and I think borderline illegal. But, yeah, man, this is what happens when you pre-order. This is what we get. And that's because they already got our money, and they can do whatever the fuck they want. It's as simple as that. And to make matters worse, then we have our own peers defending them, and then we have YouTubers selling the fuck out, conditioning the minds of the people I was talking about earlier, the ones that just can't assemble a thought on their own, who always need guidance with every fucking thing, including buying a goddamn soda. They just can't do shit on their own. There's lots of those people out there, unfortunately. And these YouTubers are in charge of managing those people and their thoughts. I mean, I wish we could just get out of this nasty, disgusting cycle. I wish something would change, you know, but it just won't. It's going to get worse and worse and worse because we have a lot of idiots that live amongst us. Anyways, yes, PS4. Standard PS4. Having severe performance issues. I suggest cancel your pre-order until you find out that they actually fixed it. We got Shadows Die Twice coming out, quite a few good games coming out in the near future, quite a few studios out there dying to earn your trust and patronage. Well, maybe they deserve a chance. Maybe now that Ubisoft doesn't have Vivendi to worry about breathing down their neck, they're going to turn into a whole other animal. Now I realize that maybe they were being kept in check, and now that that's gone, maybe they're going to take this greedy shit to another level. Who knows? Anyways, I just wanted to do my part to try to fill you in. I didn't want you guys to be in the dark, get your game, install that giant monolith of a patch, and then, surprise, the game runs like dog shit. Now you have a choice. You can keep your pre-order and just cross your fingers, or you can cancel it. Also, it might not be your problem, meaning just because it's a PS4 issue, well, fuck 'em. Has nothing to do with me. I get it. It's easy to be like that, right? But I promise, I give you my word, one day it is going to affect you. And you're going to want all the support you can get, okay? I own a PlayStation, Xbox, and a PC. They don't have failings, and they serve me. I just wish that some of you would stop serving them. Stop being their servant. Their little damage control idiot.